guys. Today I want to talk to you about the another new children's book series by Terry Overton. I kind of alluded to this one last week when I shared my last video, but this one I have books 1 and 2. This is called The Underground. Let me see if I can get it in this frame. The Underground Book Readers. The first one is called The Secret Society, and the second one is called United Forces. These books are, I would say, probably at least 4th grade and up could read these by themselves. There are no illustrations in these, so they're for your more older, more advanced readers. They're about 160-ish pages. I think one's 168 and one's 165 a piece. I'm going to go ahead and read the description of the first one, and then I'll get into a little bit more. So, the world force has taken over. Books are now banned, schools forbidden, and churches are burned down to the ground. Risking their own capture, a group of teens finds each other and meet in a hidden underground cavern. Con, Jairus, Lena, Casey, and Asher form their own secret society, the Underground Book Readers. The world these teens knew no longer exists. The Underground Book Readers vow to change things and plan to create a better world than the one that surrounds them. In Book 1 of the series, The Underground Book Readers, The Secret Society, the group begins planning their strategy when they are suddenly confronted by a stranger who may threaten their safety. A mysterious box full of forbidden documents buried on a mountainside is discovered. These documents provide important clues for their next steps. So that's Book 1. And then Book 2, I'll go ahead and read that too. The world force is in control, but Underground Book Readers discover and escape. In the second book of the Underground Book Readers, United Forces, the world force tightens its grip on the remaining teens and children of the Blue Ridge Mountain area. Increased patrols and drones are seen nearly every day as the group visits the underground cavern to read forbidden books and to study the Bible. Are other teens hiding in the woods who need help? Can the Underground Book Readers find others to join their own group? Will they at last determine the identity of a mysterious group seen on the nearby mountain? A spy mission is planned to uncover clues about people who escaped the rule of the world force in search of a free territory. But will the spy mission find more questions than answers? So this one picks up where this one does. So I would definitely say read these in order for sure. I loved the stories. I felt like they were very well written. My only caution would be as if you have like a sensitive reader. If some of those harder themes of like the parents either dying from a disease or getting taken by the world force to work camps, and then the kids are constantly afraid that, especially the older teen boys, are afraid that they're going to be taken any day by the guards to a work camp. Things like that, if you have a sensitive reader, might bother them. So be aware of those themes in the book. They are there. My 11-year-old, she's in 5th grade, and she read the first one for a book report, just like a week or so ago, and she really enjoyed it. We had some very interesting conversations that were started because of the book, because she could see. I picked up on it too. Like they were very similar. Like there's a disease that takes a bunch of people, similar to kind of what we have gone through, in a way. We haven't been taken over, but there are some similarities, and she was talking through that with me as an 11-year-old, but it didn't seem to bother her. She's not very sensitive in that way. She can kind of just read it and not be too I don't know what you would call that, but it didn't bother her. I loved them. I thought they were very thought-provoking. Like I said, we had a lot of conversations sparked from her reading this book. I love that there's the kids, they find these books and they want to save them from the world force, which is why they're in the underground cavern. They have like a library there where they keep the books safe from the world force. And they read every day. In the first book they're reading, I think, Huckleberry Finn. And it was like the newest book that they had found. So they all took turns reading and they read it together. And on Sundays, they keep track of the days. And on Sundays, they have church themselves as children, and the one boy takes up the role of pastor, and he studies and brings a sermon and teaches out of the Bible every week, and the kids are all excited. And I love that despite the difficulties that these teens are going through, I mean, they're on their own, they've formed their own like little family with this group of teens, but they make it a point to go to church, and they want to continue that, and they want to learn about the Bible. When they find this box of documents, they find their old documents from the United States, like the Declaration of Independence, the Constitution, there's several others in there, from the founding of the United States, and they want to use those, and that to either take over the world force and what the world looked like before the world force took over, because some of them are young enough that they don't really remember. That's why in the United Forces they want to find more people, to help them, or to so they can escape or take back over. And they're very very smart. They know how to garden. They're doing a garden. They're trying to find an escape route. They've thought through everything, and they're very very inventive for kids. I just loved the books, and I think that your kids would like it. Again, like I said, I'd go for upper elementary, maybe even middle school. And like I said, Terry Overton is becoming a very popular author in my book for my kids. I'm loving all these new series she's coming out with. If you want to check out my full review on both of these, I'll link them both below in the description. Have a great day, guys.